Wow. Hopefully you guys can hear me because y'all are on my headset. But today is Monday, the 28th, 2022, and they are having a trucker convoy from Joplin. Well, the real starting point is somewhere in California. How do I switch my camera? You can see all the people over there. 44, I 44 has been littered like this all day long. So, really quick about me, I'm from Springfield, Missouri, which is roughly 1 hour away from Joplin, Missouri, to where they're supposed to be. I'm a professional driver, what this video is about, and I run 3 loads a day from Springfield, Missouri to Carthage, Missouri. I run I 44 12 to 14 hours every single day without fail. So, no matter what, Monday through Friday and some Saturdays, I run I 44 eastbound and westbound. West is towards Oklahoma, eastbound is towards Springfield or St. Louis. Uh, so, they are having a huge trucker convoy from somewhere in California all the way to Washington, D.C. And starting at exit 69, which is the Hood's truck stop, there are people on the bridge. And as you continue westbound, for me, it's westbound because I'm coming down to Carthage with my first load today. There are people literally littered everywhere on the shoulders. And I used to be a Lawrence County deputy sheriff, which I am not a police officer anymore. But when I worked for Brad, Brad would always do these types of things. Well, right there on the Jasper Lawrence County line, Brad was on the shoulder in his fully marked patrol unit with an American flag on it, and he was waiting for the convoy to come through. Last video that I saw was that they were getting ready to leave drop somewhere in Joplin, Missouri, heading eastbound to the capital, to Washington D.C. So normally I take my sweet time, and I don't take my sweet time, but like, I get everything done that I need to get done. But I'm now on 49 northbound because this is where my drop is, and I get to go back to I 44. So I'm trying to hurry up and get to I 44 so that I can maybe see some of the convoy. I don't know how many tractors are involved in this, but I would assume that there are thousands upon thousands, if not hundreds. I mean, there has to be hundreds doing this. You would think, at least. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hurry up and get down to my exit so that I can get back to I 44 eastbound, get on down to Springfield, and get my second load. But I 44 is normally not littered on both sides of the road, and the bridges and overpasses, and even the shoulders. So I 44 today is completely littered with people with American flags and everything else. Like I said, just to tell you guys again, I'm out of Springfield, Missouri. I am a local truck driver, local professional driver. I run 3 loads per day from Springfield, Missouri to Carthage, Missouri, which is I 44 east and westbound. And I run that every single day religiously. 3 loads per day, 12 to 14 hours per day, almost 500 miles driven per day doing this, right? So, I see I 44, I'd say 90% of the time, and then I use 96 the other, 5, 10% of the time. So, but I thought that this was neat because I totally forgot about this because as I was heading westbound with my first load, I have my first load right now. I'm about 3 miles away from my drop. As I'm heading westbound towards Carthage from Springfield at exit 69, I see 2 people on the bridge, which is the Hood's exit, and they have an American flag in the middle, in the median, draped down, and a full ground is on the eastbound side. So I don't know if the full ground is going to help or not, but I don't know. We shall see. But I'm literally right here at my exit. My next exit, I'll go in, do my paperwork really quick, drop this trailer, grab an empty, and get on going. And we'll hurry up and try to get down to I-44 so that we don't miss it, or we can hopefully catch back up to it or whatever, because it's about a 1 hour drive roughly. So we are going to try our best to not miss this, because this is something that's actually kind of interesting. And it doesn't look like we have any empty trailers readily available. So that is the whole purpose of this video, is to show that if I don't miss it. Last thing that I saw was another live video from, I'm assuming, a different driver that was in Joplin. Um, so we shall see how this goes. I'm already running late and behind as it is today, because they are down at minimal one person, and uh, they had 3, 4 other trucks before me, so they got me loaded extremely late today, and I don't know why. So I left about like 8:30, 8:45, and normally I'm leaving before 8 usually. But this is the slow part of the video for you guys right now, because I'm where I belong. Oh yeah, baby. So we have an easy drop today. Very, very easy drop. We got an empty hole right here, so we are just going to take this hole, which normally where I'm at, I'm not going to tell you guys, but normally where I'm at, there aren't empty holes up here, but today there are. It's nice when there are empty holes, because I can do my paperwork and everything at once in peace. And right now, I don't have to worry about any trailers and doors, about accidentally bumping a trailer or whatever. I just have to worry about bumping the wall. So, I mean, this is nice when this happens. And it also helps speed up the process. And, sorry, I got to do my paperwork really fast. What you doing, baby? 3, 2, 6, 6. Alright, I gotta move you guys. Hang on. Sorry. Trailer emptied. No. Drop current trailer. Yes. Fuel. Don't know. Seals. Pallets in. Bring it in. 19 outs. 19. And we're done. Send.
Hey, is that the one I'm waiting on?
I don't know.
Yeah, they got a line down. Drop that dude right there.
Alright, do I need to open the doors or anything?
Uh, let's open them out here because this one here is kind of low back there.
Alright, I'll open her. All right, so we have a new change in plans. One of my loaders or unloaders came out and he's waiting on this load. So he wants me to put it in a door, which is fine. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back for a second. Like I said, I'm dropping the trailer, and then we're gonna get to 44. So give me one more minute. We're getting ready to get out and drop the trailer. All right, I'm back for a second. God damn it. I'm back for just 1 second. I'm in the process of dropping this trailer. I gotta build air. Paperwork makes the world go round. There we go. My fifth wheel finally released on me. So basically what I'm doing right now is waiting for my computer to stop thinking, and I have to delete the load that I just did, and I have to delete the one that they just sent me because they send duplicates. Alright, now all we have to do is go and find an empty trailer right quick, hook to it, and then we're back to I-44. Which finding an empty trailer may not be possible here. Sorry, where I'm at, it's bumpy, I know. There's not much I can do. I don't think we have an empty trailer here. If we don't, that's gonna majorly make me mad. Screw it. We're gonna go for this one. 1308. Gotta make sure my bags are up, because this one looks a little bit high. Gotta do your tug test. Tug test is good. Brakes. Wheel up out of gear. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm sorry about that. I am back. I had to pick up this trailer right quick. If I had a better way to bring you guys with me, I would have done that, but unfortunately I don't. But um, I successfully dropped the loaded trailer. I have an empty trailer, and now we're about 5 miles away from I 44. We're going back eastbound, back to Springfield now. Like I said earlier in the video, this literally all that I do is 3 loads a day from Springfield, Missouri to Carthage, Missouri. Nothing changes at all. And this is the stuff that I deal with. People blocking everything. I don't know what he's trying to do, where he's trying to go, but we're going to run up the right side of him. So now we are back on our way to I 44, which we're about 5 miles away from I 44. So in about 5, 10 more minutes, we will be back onto I 44, and hopefully, I have not missed the convoy, and we will be able to see the convoy. I'm empty, so that means I can run a little bit harder than when I'm loaded. So I get her to rocking and rowing, and hope that I only rock her and don't row her. There's another one of our boys. I'll be catching up to him. He is a day cab, which means he's a local driver. I am a local driver as well. Oh, yep, there's one of our boys. Engine brake off. Turn signal on. Cruise control engage. Wave at the other boy. Merge. Flash him. Turn signal off. And now we are rolling. We are about 5 miles away from I 44. Like I said earlier, I literally run 3 loads a day from Springfield, Missouri to Carthage, Missouri, which is I 44. Roughly 500 miles a day driven on I 44 mostly. 12 to 14 hour days on I 44 mostly. The truckers convoy, last I heard, is they were in Joplin, Missouri, getting ready to leave, which I'm assuming that they have already left, and I'm assuming there's probably thousands upon thousands of semis rolling eastbound. We are going back eastbound, back to Springfield, Missouri, to get our second load of the day. Because that's literally all that I do. Springfield, Missouri to Carthage, Missouri, 44 east and westbound. I always leave westbound to drop my first load, eastbound to go and get my second load. So on and so forth. Do it 3 times a day. Some of you know this, some of you don't. I used to be a Lawrence County deputy sheriff. I used to be a peace officer. I am not one anymore, but my very first commission or job as a peace officer was under Sheriff Brad A. DeLay of Lawrence County. And I saw him right there on the Jasper Lawrence County line, 44 eastbound, with an American flag tied to his car. And he was, I'm assuming, knowing Brad or Sheriff DeLay, he was probably going to end up escorting um, the convoy from the Jasper Lawrence County line to the Lawrence Greene County line, which is I 44 eastbound. All of Brad's jurisdiction, Lawrence County, is littered everywhere with People on the shoulder of the road, literally the shoulder of Interstate 44, I-44, the sub roads, 244, the on and off ramps, and bridges. You got people completely littered everywhere in Brad's jurisdiction. Brad supports this type of stuff. Back when I worked for Brad, when I was fully commissioned under Brad, is when the government was going to say, hey, we are going to go in and start taking weapons. And Brad publicly wrote a letter back to Congress, back to the president, and everybody and everything at the time saying, you guys might be doing that, but here in my jurisdiction, here in Lawrence County, Missouri, my deputies, my law enforcement officers will not be doing this. It's against our rights for you to do this. That's why we have the Second Amendment to right. We will not be participating in this. And it was very open and very public. There's many of times to where um, Brad would pay us extra to go and do events or whatever, like public events. They have apple butter making days in Mount Vernon, and that's the county seat is Mount Vernon, Missouri. And you know, if we wanted to work that, we could do it for free. But sometimes he would pay us, which is extremely rare. But we also had I forget what it's called now, like the county, I forget what it's called. I don't know, but to where we have basically reserve deputies come out and do that. So, but my point is, and I can see I-44 east and westbound right now. We are heading back to Springfield, Missouri, which I don't think that I missed it. There's still four wheelers on the side of the road. Switch. There we go. Yeah, there's still four wheelers on the side of the road. We're currently in Jasper County right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are not in Lawrence. So I don't think I missed it. I don't think that they've came through yet. So, but I-44 is typically not this way at all. Way off in the distance, there's the American flag. But they are still everywhere on 44. We'll see if Brad's still on the shoulder up here, because if Brad is still on the shoulder, then that means that we haven't missed it yet. So that means I'll get my first load done. By the time I get my second load, everything should be done and over with. Don't tell my company because they'll fire me for doing this, but um, yeah, I'm just trying to get you guys a better view is all. But the American flag up here that I zoomed in on for you guys typically is not here on I-44. That is where that's the slaughterhouse, basically, the auction shop for all the livestock. If you have any livestock, that's where you take it to auction it off, buy, sell, trade, and everything else. So, see, there's even people up there. I'm telling you, man, I-44 is never this way. Now, remind you, I have already gone westbound, the opposite direction, that way, behind me. I've already gone westbound today, and I am now going eastbound back towards Springfield. Oh, yeah, you see the bridge up here? I haven't missed anything. They still have not came through. They even have full growns out now. they did not have full growns out. So this is what I'm talking about right here, ladies and gentlemen. See the big old American flag? Woo-wee! They are everywhere. All right, sorry, I had to hide you for a second. Now, I'm not kidding, dude. Like I said, I run I 44 3 times a day, there and back, there and back, there and back, right? 3 times a day. And 44 never looks that way. So, what time is it? Oh, okay, I might get back at a decent time then. My loads, the way that my loads are timed, I have to hit a certain time mark in order to be able to get my next load on time. And I got loaded extremely late today. I don't know why they were taking so long today, but I got loaded extremely late. So, but because of that, I think that I'm actually ahead of the convoy. I don't think that they've actually left Joplin yet. So I'm going to go ahead and end my live video here and try and go and do some research and see if they're still in Joplin heading this way or what's going on, because there are still, I'd say, hundreds of people littered along 44 in Jasper and Lawrence County. When I was heading westbound towards Oklahoma or Carthage, I did not see any people staged except for Hoods. Hoods is technically in Greene County. The first place I noticed was exit 69 on I 44. Hoods, first place. So everything is completely littered. So, like, I have vehicles on the shoulder of the road just stopped. Yeah, it's common to have people pull over on the shoulder of the road, but uh, today they are doing it for the truckers thing. So, and they didn't have full growns out before, but now they have full growns. And a full grown, all a full grown is a state trooper. For me, I'm in Missouri. It's a Missouri State Highway Patrol state trooper. So, um, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live video right now, though. So, like I said, I think that I'm ahead of the convoy. I don't think the convoy's come through yet. So we are gonna shut this down and get on Facebook and try to do a little bit of research and see if I can figure out where they're at right now. If they're ahead of me or behind me, which I think that they're still behind me. So I kind of am curious how many tractors they have with them. So thanks for spending a little bit of time with me and watching this live video, and I'll see you next video.